Good evening, televiewers. Welcome to today's edition of The Point on my Media Prime. And as we have made it a habit to also give opportunity for persons to know what to do when it comes to their health, especially from African traditional perspective. We have always had Dr. Richard Fru on The Point to help also valorize what we have as African medicine, but also to tell us that we should believe in ourselves and also believe in what Africa is made of. That is why I have made it a habit to always have him on Sundays when people are resting and working to help build our respective health conditions, and also permit him to teach and educate us on what it takes to build our immune systems from the African perspective. This evening, once again, we are going to be hosting Dr. Richard Fru, who is the visionary, is the vision bearer, is the CEO, and when we talk of the Garden of Eden, Naturopathic Institute of West Africa, Geneva, he is the person, the brain behind, so he is in the house with us this evening. Good evening. We are glad to have you, Doctor.
Thank you, Mr. Kum. Good evening. It's my pleasure always coming here to pass over the program, the point,
yes,
over my Media Prime television.
I want to rest on Sundays. People will write me until Mr. Kum, Mr. Kum, Mr. Kum, Mr. Kum, Mr. Kum. Doctor, we need to do something extra for me to be here on Sundays. Yes, because I work the whole day, the whole week, and on Sundays I'm on air, and tomorrow I have to be here.
Well, it's what you have signed for. It is your own calling. So that is your own platform where you are preaching the gospel.
Yes, Doctor, we're glad to have you. And this week, many persons wrote to me. I can say 5 persons that, Mr. Kum, I see you have been doing publicity. That is what they wrote to me, that you have been doing publicity for Dr. Fru. What is peculiar with him? Do you even believe in him? We don't know who he is. We don't know whether he's real or not. Who is Dr. Fru? Let me ask you this question. I hope you are not embarrassed by this.
I cannot be embarrassed.
Okay.
People have been asking more silly and foolish questions for the past close to 30 years. I've been working than this. These days, I don't have those crude and funny questions that people used to ask before. The questions are even more refined these days, and they ask with some sort of respect. Well, when I started in the early 90s, the embarrassment we got around, it wasn't easy. At times, I would send even my people to go to churches to talk about it. When they go, they'll start rebuking them. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, rebuking them that they are demons. Yeah, so it's not strange. You know, I don't know, these people are asking who has stopped them from coming here to talk about what they are doing. The TV is open, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
it's open for everybody.
Yes.
If you're a carpenter, you have some inventions as far as carpentry is concerned, you come here, you're frying pop-off, you can go to the media. There's no media that refuses people from going there. And I don't think my Media Prime television or the program, The Point, has refused anybody from coming and passing. Yeah, but they should know that it's not everybody who passes over the media. Before you come to pass to the media, then you should be well loaded. Don't come and say trash here. Yeah, so those who are just out of jealousy, or yeah, I would say it's out of jealousy that are asking all that, because when it is the Westerners passing, it's normal to them.
They pay so much respect.
They pay so much respect. Just like the Westerner who come here, talking here, calling names of Neva Queen, paracetamol, and so on. It's very normal. But when Dr. Fru comes here, start talking about aquatum, lanzomycin, and so on, hey, why is he advertising his medicine? But when the Western doctors, they come on air, calling names of medicines that the white man is producing, very normal to them. You see, those people are just being brainwashed, and you know, the black man has been reduced to a consumer man. And you know, consumer people are full of envy and jealousy, while producers are less full of envy and jealousy. Since the black man has been brainwashed by the white man and reduced to a consumer who produces nothing, but only consume and advertises the products of the white man, He's full of envy and jealousy, and anything that is done by his own brother, he stands up to sabotage and destroy. But when it is from the outside world, he is there to promote. It's just like when COVID just came. You see, other people produce medicines. You were surprised that over Facebook and the social media, even televisions, journalists were talking about them, calling the names of the medicine for free. But when I came out with my own, every media said I should come and pay before they talk about it. But they were there announcing those of other countries and so on for free. They can know the level of us, our own level here, the way the Westerners have brainwashed us and reduced us to. We have been brainwashed and reduced to a consumer being. And you know, any being, any entity that is reduced to, any living entity that is reduced to a consumer is full of envy, greed, and wickedness.
Dr. You said in the beginning it was really very difficult that you would send people to churches, they were rebuked.
Yes.
Considered as demons. But would you blame them? Because you know.
No, I wouldn't really blame them, and I can also blame them, but to a lesser extent. Yes, I would blame.
Maybe because of what others have been doing.
No, it's because of brainwashed.
Okay. They
have been brainwashed by their leaders, who were also brainwashed in their whether biblical schools or seminary or where they study teaching. They were brainwashed there and then conditioned to market the white man's knowledge.
Do you have a problem with the white man?
I have a problem with them.
Why?
They colonize us, brainwash us, and reduce us to stooges, reduce us to consumers, reduce us to people who live by greed and wickedness.
Dr. Fru, what stops you from colonizing the white man? Why not also turn the tides instead of hitting them?
We once did that. If you study history, you discover that the Africans ruled even Spain for 860 years. The black man ruled the world, but somewhere along the line, he sat on his laurel and forgot himself, and he was overtaken. So there have been wars and conquering, ruling since the creation of the world. This one, we conquered this, rule after some time. It's just like America is ruling now. It will come a time that another nation will conquer and rule. And that's how it is. And they were subjected like slaves. That's how the world is. The world has been for millions of years.
So why do you blame the whites if they conquered you and imposed their will to you? And you have been struggling. Now, you have been fought severally since you started this thing, not by whites, but by blacks.
No, you know, those people function through indirect rule. They come. How did the white man enslave the black man? They came and met our leaders, and then got us through our leaders. Yeah, but they came, trained our own people, and used them to fight and destroy us. And that is what they still do today. Now they are using indirect way. By then it was direct. They are using indirect way by creating schools where they brainwash us, creating religious centers where they brainwash us, they create media where they brainwash us, and then reduce us to what they can control and use the way they want to use us.
Dr. Fru, you have created a school, Geneva.
Yes.
It's a school.
Yes.
You also have created a TV station called Home TV.
Yes.
Are you creating it to brainwash other people?
No, I cannot reduce myself to that level. I'm a higher being who knows no boundaries. But we condemn what is wrong. When we see anything done by anybody or an association, we condemn it. When I see anything done in traditional, the highest people who have fought me a lot, even up to today, they still fight me a lot, are traditional doctors. I'm coming there. I'm coming there. Just go on. Yeah. So when I started, for example, in 1995, I used to carry out a lot of programs on radio and television condemning a lot of practices in traditional medicine. So traditional doctors team that I was fighting them, and they started attacking me here and there. I had a lot of problem with them until in 1998 the government had to intervene. You can imagine in Boya, traditional doctors were locked up, Munya and so on. They signed an undertaking in the brigade before they were released. I still have that undertaking. They fought me so hard. Even till today, the highest people who fight me are traditional doctors, not even the orthodox doctors, not even the pastors and prophets. Because I try to put some sanity in traditional medicine. So I'm of that level, that I'm a higher breed, that I don't support what is wrong just because I'm inside.
Okay.
Anything I see that is wrong, I condemn it.
Okay. Anything you find that is wrong, be it anywhere,
yes,
you condemn it. If you're watching the program, please, if you want to participate or you have a question for Dr. Fru, please call using the numbers on your screen. I'm going to receive your call and you put your question straight to Dr. Fru live on my Media Prime. Please, if you're watching and you want to pass your message to Dr. Fru, you can write to me on WhatsApp or you call using the numbers. We will receive your call and you discuss and ask your question to Dr. Fru. But Doctor, you started in the 90s. Yeah. You have been fought all these years. And what would account for all these fightings? Is it the fact that the multinationals are paying people to fight you? Is it the fact that prophets think that you're taking away some Christians, or your colleagues who are also fighting you? Why are they fighting you?
Because of the light I carry, the light I bear.
Mm-hmm.
They have seen the light that I carry, they are fighting that light. It's normal. Even you go among those who sell bread on the roadside, there's fighting amongst them. You go those who sell granite, if there's one among them who sells better, the others will fight, even spiritually. It's not only in traditional medicine, and you know, people are always fought more by those in the profession. You are a journalist. The highest people who will fight you are journalists. The pastor, the highest people who will fight the pastor are pastors. The traditional doctor, the highest people who will fight the traditional doctors are traditional doctors. The orthodox doctors, the highest people who will fight an orthodox doctor will be orthodox doctors. That is how it is in life. So it's normal. It's normal. The only difference is that there's too much power in traditional medicine. It's a field where people are exposed to power. That is the only difference. Most of the other professions, they are almost powerless. They even get their power from traditional doctors. So it's a profession where the people fighting you, they have direct access to power. So it's not easy to bear that name, that title, to be a traditional doctor who is breaking grounds in the country or in the world.
Are you a traditional doctor, or what's the difference between a traditional doctor and a naturopathic doctor?
Tradition, you know, even orthodox medicine is traditional medicine. It is a Western traditional medicine. Tradition means, I think, it is a system of practice that people have practiced for long. They keep handing it down, it become like a system. Yes. So the orthodox medicine, the white medicine is their traditional medicine. So traditional medicine, it refers to the natural medicine. Under traditional medicine, you have herbalists, you have those who do onani, like in the Muslim, you have a naturopath, you have a spiritualist, you have witch hunters, you have different, you have acupuncture, acupressure in China, you have different branches of our traditional medicine. They are in their dozens. Yes.
Now, so you
so most of the time we say I'm an African doctor.
Yeah, an African doctor.
Yes.
And you say it also has to do with powers. What powers? Who is fighting who?
No, the powers
from where?
It's just like America fighting
Russia
with Russia. People who manipulate power, the power of atomic bomb, the power of missile, the power of guns. It's different from America coming to fight Cameroon. Cameroon is not manufacturing the weapons, but America manufactures. So the traditional doctor manufacture the bombs. But if you want to fight Dr. Fru, you go and see the traditional doctor who manufactured the bomb to get the bomb to come and fight. But the one fighting you is the one manufacturing the bomb. So there is a difference.
Okay.
When I say the bomb, I mean the traditional bombs, the natural bombs.
Yes, that are sent in the spiritual. We will not see them. Where do you get your powers from? How?
From nature. All powers is in nature. The power is in nature. You have the power. The power, you tap the oxygen. You burn food to release energy that is stored and released, used in your muscles, in your eyes to see, in your mouth to chew, for you to talk, and so on. The power is very in nature. Without nature, you can't live. All powers are in nature. We tap them every day. And you can decide to tap a particular power depending on your wisdom, your knowledge of that power, and from a particular plant or a particular rock or a particular element, depending on your knowledge, because there are different frequencies of powers.
Now, your powers come from God.
Yes, from the creator of the universe.
The powers of the Orthodox, or the, I don't know, the conventional?
The conventional
doctors also come from God.
Yes, it comes from God, but it is adulterated.
Yeah. And then the men of God also would do this healing. Their powers also come from God.
All powers belongs to God.
Yeah. Why this God? Why not come to an understanding that, okay, we all are receiving power? It's like sunlight, energy.
Yeah, sunlight.
That
is one of the highest power.
Yeah. The hippopotamus receives energy using a different form.
Yeah.
The plant receives it differently. Why don't you people understand that it is the same power that all of you are using?
Many of us understand, but it is those who are brainwashed and narrowed to depend on something they call spirit. They have very limited knowledge. But the naturalists understand that. The naturalists understand that the banana you eat has power. The corn you eat has power, even spiritual power. The water you drink has power, even spiritual power. The okomobong you eat, the masopo, the mango you eat, all those things have power and they have spirits in them. But it is the religious people who are brainwashed and narrowed who just condemn all other sources of power and make people believe that it is their source, their own source, that is the right one.
Okay, they have natural power.
All power is in nature.
Yes, and they think that some powers are more special than others. Please, if you're watching us and you have a question for Dr. Fru, send the question to my number. Not to you may want Dr. Fru to assist you. You write to him, but my number, you have to call, WhatsApp, or SMS 675138091. If you want me to ask him a question so that he can clarify you, send a message using my WhatsApp, or you can call. If you call, I will receive your call so that you can put your question directly to Dr. Fru. But good evening, Dr. Fru. I wish to find out if witch doctors do protect people from witchcraft, giving rings and other things for protection. Secondly, is it right using a razor blade to cut someone and apply traditional herbs? And is it true a traditional doctor can treat as well as block one's star? Dr. Fru, do you cure varicose veins?
So many questions.
Yes.
Yeah, I will start with the blade. There's nothing wrong with the blade as long as it is sterilized. Even before the normal vaccine that they inject came, the white man was using the knife. That person sent a question, go and meet the grandmother. Look here. You see how they were cutting and rubbing medicine. They were using something like a knife, cutting and rubbing medicine before they discovered the vaccine that they inject with small needle. Cutting and rubbing medicine and injecting with needle. Which one is even better? Sending a long needle into you and injecting, and the one that you cut a bit and rub the same medicine is vaccine. All that is vaccine. There's nothing wrong with it. Then he has so many questions.
Blockage.
Yes. He asked many questions. Maybe we can still go. They are interesting.
Doctors to do protect people from witchcraft, giving rings and other things for protection.
Yes, but he used the word witch doctor. It's not only a witch doctor that protects people. It's not only a witch doctor. If it's only a witch doctor that protects people, then maybe everybody, every preacher, every religious leader will be called a witch. They protect people. They pray, give you banners, give you rosaries, give you bracelets, give you anointed water, give you stickers, and so on to protect you. I mean, are they witches? Well, anyway, the person is asking out of a bit of ignorance, because people think that witch means evil. Witch is not evil. Witch is a witch. I'm not a witch, but I've studied about witches. That is why today there's University of Witchcraft in America. It started first in America, now in South Africa. Witchcraft, people should go and research. Witchcraft. Maybe they don't know the meaning of craft. Craft, witchcraft. It is a spiritual practice, a super practice, which is not evil. But there's evil in it.
How do you say
there's
something?
Evil in everything.
How do you, okay.
There's evil in everything. Everything is made of good and evil. Even the water you drink, there's evil in water. The air you breathe contains evil air, but controlled by another good air. Inside of us, heaven and hell is in us. Satan and God is in you. Everything is in you. You decide which one to increase, which one decrease.
So you are saying that you are.
So there's nothing wrong in cooking rings.
The rings that people give.
There's nothing wrong except it's a bad ring. Except it's the one that will start asking you to sacrifice. They give you wonderful condition that is from evil sources, because they say all powers belongs to God. But many evil people tap this God power to destroy, while good people tap it to bring good. There are good people who prepare the rings to help protect you, give you power, because they are elemental. They are being charged. They are just being charged with herbs, with plants. When you go, they give you bracelets in church. What is making it strong? You're just being charged. The water they give you is being charged. And they use the natural things to charge them, which I will not even release here. All those things, they are being charged using natural things. Even though they'll tell you that they just pray on it. Even the people who are praying, they will get something and drop inside the water. Some will drop salt. Some will drop this before they speak on it. It's being charged using natural things. It's just that in this world we have what they call politics and monopoly for business. It's just like we have different telephone networks in Cameroon, which I will not be calling their names here. But A will come and say, I'm the best, the only way to connect to the universe. B will come and say, I'm the best, the only way you can connect to the universe and to people all over the world. C will come and say, I'm the best, the only way to connect to the universe and to people all over the world. It's all politics. It's just like in our normal world, the religion will come and say, I'm the best, the only way to connect to God, that is the universe. C will come, I'm the best, the only way to connect to the universe. Everybody is fighting to gain members for a purpose, for it's business. And they condemn others. It's business. And when you fall, you go in there and then you depend on them and they start milking you. It's all business.
It's all
it's business.
It's all business. You apply traditional herbs, and is it true a traditional doctor can treat as well as block one's star? Is it possible?
That to cure people whose stars are blocked? What do people even understand by star blocking? What do they even know what means star? You know, the problem is that many people don't know who is man. Man is a whole electric field. People don't know that as you are sitting there like that, you are producing light. But just that the wavelength of your eye cannot see that light. But if there are plants that if I give you, you consume now and wash your face with, you see that light. It opens the other eye, which is hidden, your third eye, the pineal gland. You will see that light. Man is an electric field. There are forces that can switch off the functional units in your body or minimize the activity, impair the activities. And you no longer produce that light. You no longer produce that frequency of energy that moves, that you cause it to move and interact with people. You can sit here and start thinking of somebody far away, hundreds of thousands of kilometers, and you send energy, and that person receives it, and they just think of you and start communicating with you. Every living thing produces that energy. For example, if I drop a piece of sugar here, within a short while, ants will leave kilometers to come here. How did they know that there's a cube of sugar here? They send out radio waves. Then this sugar too also sending out radio waves. They pick it and they know it's sugar here. When a dog is on heat here, how do dogs kilometers, maybe tens or hundreds of kilometers away, know that there is a female dog on heat here? There are pheromones. There are certain hormones. They don't teach that in school. They only teach normal hormones in school. They don't teach about pheromones, just like they don't teach about the pineal gland in school. There are pheromones, a certain type of hormone that produces frequency, produces energy, that moves. There are different types of pheromones. There are pheromones that protect somebody from enemies. When an enemy, if you charge it, when an enemy is coming, there's certain signs you get in your body that an enemy is coming. You know. There are pheromones that will cause you, when you charge it, will cause you to attract the opposite sex. which when they give you certain plant, it charges it to a certain level, you become like a magnet, they say you have charm. There are pheromones that will cause you to produce so many energies.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hello?
Yes?
Yes, I'm calling to the radio, the television. I'm watching, and that's the number that I should call.
Yes, your name and where you are calling from?
My name is Emmanuel, and I'm from Yaoundé.
Yes, go on. Your question to Dr. Fru.
Yes, I wanted to ask Dr. Fru one question.
Yes.
So I want to ask, because I've been following Dr. Fu for a long time now.
Yeah, you're welcome. Just go on, sir.
I want to ask that I've been following him, so I've been hearing when he was campaigning about his drugs or the herbs, he always talk about religion, church, all this stuff, church. So I want to know whether he want people to leave church and come and follow him, or he want that, what did he want people to do? That's what I want to understand, because I've been confused about everything.
Okay, thank you, Emmanuel from Yaoundé.
Okay, I will respond to the question before I continue what I was saying.
Let us take this other one. Hello? Okay, yeah, go on.
Yes, Mr. Emmanuel from Yaoundé. Yes, I understand your worry very well. And you are worried because you haven't read to know what the white man did to destroy African culture, African religion, African medicine. The white man, there has never been a service from, it's over 500 years now. All their service, everywhere they were preaching against traditional medicine, against African spirituality, against African religion, African cultural heritage, and so on, African traditions. They were preaching, even till today, many churches are still preaching. Every day, they have been preaching against it. When they discover that they must have killed it to a certain level, now they change.
Hello? Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Hello, good evening. Move away from your screen, please.
We'll beg that when I'm responding to a question, a viewer should wait when I'm through before they make a call, because they will learn a bit from the questions of other people. Yeah. Yes. So if people could know what religion has done in their religious settings and churches for over 500 years to destroy African medicine, African culture, African spirituality, African religion till this day, then they will see that, they will realize that I've not even said anything against religion.
Okay.
Even till today, just monitor all the TVs. They bring people to come and testify and speak against traditional medicine. They call everything about traditional medicine witch doctors. Witch doctors. I went to this witch doctor. Witch doctor. Every day. If you want to free a people, first point out the evils that are existing, the lies that are existing, before you tell them the truth. If you are teaching people who have been brainwashed, people who have been deceived, first point out the lies they have been told, the places they have been told such lies, point them out, then before you start telling them the truth. You don't just come and start putting the truth into people's minds that have been corrupt. You have to free their minds of that bacteria, that germ, that virus, religious virus, those lies from the West, that they use the churches, use religion, use their settings for over 500 years.
Okay, doctor.
To destroy.
Yeah, can you get back to what you were saying before this question came in, or should I take the second caller?
Yeah, take the second one.
Okay. Hello? Hello? Yes.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Your name and where you're calling from and your question.
Well, I am Ernest from Yaoundé.
Okay.
I just want to come directly from the point.
Okay.
Hello?
Go on, please. Move away from your screen.
Okay, I'll get back to you.
Yeah, so we're talking about what the person who asks whether they can remove bad luck from somebody. So I was giving examples because we don't master what the human body is. The human body has millions of functional units. Millions of functional units. in the system. You have organs that produce chemicals, different types of chemicals in their thousands, and each chemical operates at a frequency that sends out a certain radiation. Each element, there are elements in the body that vibrate and send out a certain frequency of energy for a purpose. The creator, the omnipotent creator of the universe has never made an error.
Okay.
The human body is a super machine that is...
Yeah, Mr. Japheth, good evening. Hello, good evening, Mr. Japheth. Yeah, you people call, they call and they want to listen to themselves. Please, when you call, move away from your TV. Don't listen to yourself. Listen from us.
I think when the calls come, we will not pick until I'm through what I'm saying before they pick a call.
Hello?
Because some...
Yeah, Brother Leo, good evening.
Good evening.
Dennis from Bamenda.
Yeah, David's gone.
Yes, I want to ask Dr. Fru that let him differentiate, is it witch doctor or witchcraft? I don't know whether it's witch doctor or is witchcraft, or I don't know which one should I put it. So I'm confused because when you say a native doctor, and we have a native...
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I understand his question.
Just take note of that,
yes.
Doctor. We may not be able...
Yeah, let me. He's confused.
Witch doctor and native doctor.
No, whether witch doctor or witchcraft. Witch doctor practices the craft of witch. Craft. Craft is an act, an art. An art. You have aircraft. Aircraft. It's an art. A-R-T is an art. Yeah, so a witch doctor will practice witchcraft. A craft known as witch. That is a science. But inside the witch doctors, you have evil ones that will destroy. They will put disease. They will kill people. They will destroy people.
Okay.
They will condemn people. Then under the witch, I think we'll stop them while we finish each question because they are disturbing.
Japheth, yes.
So,
your question, please. That's just it. Go on, please, Japheth, fast. Okay, it's gone. I think I should.
When I'm talking, we ignore people who are calling because some are calling but to disturb.
Go on.
Yes. So the
witch doctor,
the witch doctor, they are evil witch doctors that will destroy, they will kill, they will cause atrocities in the society. They have no conscience. They are very wicked. They also have witch doctors who are witch hunters, who will be there to destroy what the wicked ones have done. They will be there to remove disease that the evil ones have put. They will be there to bring peace and unity in the society. They will be there to do a lot of good in the society. It's just like if you come even among those of us who are naturopaths, even though we don't say we are witch doctors, they are evil naturopaths or evil traditional doctors, evil herbalists.
Like evil medical doctors.
I will come to that.
Yes.
That who will be there, but to destroy, to harm people, to harm their colleagues, to hate people who move a step above them, to block them from prospering, to cause evil. We have them. You go to in the medical, in the orthodox sector, the medical doctor, the orthodox sector, there are evil people who are there to do fake operations. They call open and close. They will just, each person come, they will just open, maybe even put a disease, just to do fake operations. Some will there to put a disease, manufacture bad medicines to make people sick so that they sell medicines. They will evil one there who are occultic to put demons in people. They open hospital, people are dying every day because they are sacrificing them. But people don't know, they don't know that they are dying. They are there. You go even in the church, there are good pastors who are there to help people. They have that love in them because the highest thing is love. Yeah, it's been said that God is love. They have the love, but there are evil pastors who are just there to make money. They will play games, bring people to pretend that they are blind, that this, to attract customers, to make money. There are some there to put disease in people, scatter people's families, and so on. They fight even among themselves, kill some, and so on. They are there. We see these evils and we point them out. And when we are pointing them out, people say, who have problems with traditional doctors. Many traditional doctors used to call me an impostor. That I'm not a traditional doctor. That if I was a traditional doctor, I would have not been preaching against traditional doctors, condemning many on air. Now, okay. I'm just pointing out what is bad.
Okay, let us take this call up. Good evening. Your name, where you're calling from, and your question to Dr. Fru.
Yeah. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, this is Mr. Cameraman. I just want to, I want to talk with Mr. Fru, sorry.
Yes, just go on. Ask your question.
Okay, if you people are talking about witchcraft, witch doctor, and the naturopath, then we are confused. Who are we going to believe now are the truthful people? It's a question, please. Who are we to believe? Who are truthful
Okay,
people?
Dr. Fru just answer that question, please. Dr. Fru just answered that question and said that in all of what is existing, there are good and negative persons. We have, I am a journalist, we have good journalists and we have charlatans in our profession. We have lawyers. There are lawyers who are very good lawyers, and there are some who are called church and bail lawyers. And we have, he says that even in the church, we have good pastors and we have fake pastors. So there are good and bad everywhere. We just need to be very vigilant to know who is good and who is bad. But I'm sure what matters is the track record of what the person has been able to achieve so far. Anything that is fake cannot last for long, Doctor.
Yeah, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, true. And I also know he's worried. Is that word witch that is worrying him? I'm sorry that I even brought out that there are some doctrines that they cannot be consumed by everybody. It's just like you come to a primary school and you start teaching people calculus. You start talking about differentiation and integration. They will confuse. So what I brought up is above the level of many of them because they are still very far down because of what they are being indoctrinated. Maybe with time, I will bring in just bits of things so that they'll be learning and growing in the knowledge.
Okay. This one. Hello?
Hello, yeah, good morning, Mr. Kum Leonard. It's Mr. Valentine Ejaga calling from Bamenda.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I just want to appreciate Dr. Fru Richard. I always like the way he speaks and the way he answers questions. He's a man who is very, very intelligent. I like the way he always answers questions. I'm very, very clear for everything he says. I'm not confused like those who are calling, they say they are confused. They don't really understand what he really means now. I'm very clear. The man is intelligent.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks for the compliment, sir.
Hello, Mr. Jaffet. Good evening. You are calling from Bamenda. No. Where are you calling from? And your question to Dr. Fru.
Hello?
Yes, Mr. Jaffet. Where are you calling from Bamenda?
Yeah, I'm calling from Bamenda.
I know. Where precisely?
I've been following Mr. Fru. I was someone Mr. Fru that he looks very dynamic and educative, and I want to say he should continue with the sort of spirit. The first point I want to raise with Dr. Fru is that I thought Dr. Fru has said witchcraft is not evil. But evil, he has defined witchcraft as a super practice. It's accepted. That is not evil. But that is not evil, but there's evil in it. I want Dr. Fru to cite just one aspect to show that witchcraft, there's absolute aspect of witchcraft which is good. Because not everything about witchcraft is bad. The next thing, I'm not happy with Dr. Fru. I thought Dr. Fru was a Christian and a born again. I thought I met Dr. Fru the right time in a crusade in a living church. But I'm surprised to hear Dr. Fru saying that Christianity has destroyed African medicine, which is not true. Because churches are there to do transformation and advise people on how to know God and also take the medicine that God provided. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jaffet, calling from Bamenda. Doctor, Mr. Jam is not happy.
Yes.
Because not all men of God say that the medicine is bad, eh?
Yes, so that is why I say
seemingly
there are some...
They have the impression that you are generalizing everything, Doctor.
Yes, at times when I feed them with a bit of what they have been feeding people for years to destroy African culture, they feel so bad that they should know the way for half of 500 years, over 500 years, Africans have failed. They have fed people with a lot of wrong information in the churches and so on. And they didn't know that when they were feeding people, condemning our culture, our African religion, African spirituality, promoting the white man own, we felt bad. Today, when I feed them, just expose just a bit of the wrong things they do, they feel so bad. So bad. That is why it's good to feed people a bit of the things they feed you with, so that they should also feel the way you feel when they are feeding you with.
Let me think. Please, good evening, doctor. I wish to ask, is it advisable to wash your vagina with water and salt to avoid itches? Please, okay. I don't know whether, doctor, that is...
let me finish it, then I'll come to that. Because what he said, he said he thought I'm born again. I don't know what it means, born again. I'm a born again, but not that funny religious born again. I'm a true born again. Born again means rebirth. People have studied history, studied industrial revolution. They should know the meaning of rebirth. Born again means rebirth. Born again means renaissance. Born again, true born again means awareness. I'm super aware of who I am. It means I'm born again. Born again means you have a new spirit, a new mind, a renewed mind. I have a renewed mind. I've come out of the religious mind, the brainwashed mind, the mind that has been indoctrinated with religious dogmas, reduced to believe in certain things and limit there. I've been born again. Now I'm a free human being who is free to explore the unlimited knowledge in the universe. I'm not limited in religious books. I'm not limited in a particular church and their dogmas. I'm not limited in a particular religiosity or tradition. I'm not just limited in my traditional medicine. I know a lot about Orthodox medicine. I know a lot about Christianity. I know a lot about Islam. I know a lot. I'm open to knowledge. I'm not limited. The problem is that religious people are too limited. They cage themselves in a particular book. They cage themselves in a particular church. They only follow what the pastor teaches them. And they are limited there. When you bring out any knowledge that is above them, they say, oh, especially the Christians, they say you're antichrist. Yet they use the word Christ. They don't even know what means Christ. How can I be antichrist when I'm Christ? I cannot be anti myself. I know they'll say it's blasphemy now. So they'll say it's blasphemy. That Christ is somebody living up there in the sky. You are Christ. I'm Christ. Christ.
Okay. Let me take this one.
I know that will provoke other questions. If they ask, then I will educate them more on that.
Hello?
Hello, Uncle Leo. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Your name, where you calling from, and your question to Dr. Fu.
I'm Leonga. I'm calling from Boya.
Leonga.
I just want to appreciate Dr. Fu for the knowledge that he is sharing this day. And to just say, I wish Africans are listening to what Dr. Fu is saying. I've known him for close to 20 years, and we just need to study and find out exactly what Dr. Fu is talking about. Africans are suffering from brainwashing, and now our brain has been bleached to a point that they are going to be perforated anytime from now.
Thank you. Thanks for appreciation.
Yoga, good evening. Thank you very much. Okay. That was Lunga. To Dr. Fu, I want to know...
let me answer the question about vaginal washing. Yeah, one lady asked, is it good to use salt and warm water to wash your vagina when you feel itches? Why should you be washing when you feel itches? We are watching that what is called itching the vagina. You see, many people come to us, they suffer chronic infections. Some come, the thing has chopped them, destroyed their system, destroyed their womb, destroyed their tubes. They become infertile, has provoked ovarian cysts, fibroids, and so on. Some already have heart, liver, kidney problems, eye problems, mental problems. The thing has already damaged them, then provoke fungi to grow in their body, ringworm here and there, because it started from small And they were there, for example, the women, they were there busy washing the vagina with all sort of funny things. When you start having such a problem, please look for a doctor, a professional. Just go and lay your complaints. If you cannot come to Dr. Fru, go to any health practitioner who is an expert. Go and lay your complaint that you are suffering from vaginal itching. So many things can cause your vaginal itch. Change of hormones can bring itching, and you'll be there washing by the vagina. You can have yeast infection or any other fungal infection, it will cause itching. You can have chlamydia, it will also cause itching in the vagina, but it's in the blood. You can have syphilis, it will cause the itching. You can have herpes virus, it will cause the itching. There are so many things that can provoke itching in the vagina, whether they are there in your blood, eating and causing destruction and manifesting in the vagina. You are there only treating the vagina, whereas the problem is there destroying you. So when you have such a problem, look for an expert. Don't spend time washing the vagina.
Okay. Please, doctor, if someone keeps thinking bad about a person, she has never to spoken those that affect your future. Does that affect your future? Please, good evening. I wish to ask, is it advisable to, okay, let me take this. This one is just talking evil about person. Yes. Does it affect your future? Good evening. Hello?
Hello, Bralio.
Yes, your name and where you're calling from. Yes, your question.
It's me, Dennis from Bamenda, BVP.
Go on.
Yeah, I want to thank Dr. Fru. He has enlightened me for so many things.
Okay.
I say I'm from Bamenda,
yes.
BVP, Bamenda 2.
Just go on, please. You're listening.
I want to thank Dr. Fru. He has enlightened me for so many things. I want to appreciate him.
Okay,
for the brainwash that he was talking about it, I'm very happy about it.
Okay, thank you.
And then there's a question I want to ask Dr. Fru.
Yeah, welcome.
Yes, Dr. Fru, I know you are a doctor more than us or more than me. How can you treat somebody that is doing epilepsy? Because epilepsy is something that when you carry it unto death, do you apart before they can. There's no cure for epilepsy.
Okay, thank you.
Brother, you're welcome. There's cure for epilepsy. Yes.
Is it a cola or there's a cure directly?
There's a cure. We have cured hundreds of people of epilepsy. Cases that have been there for even 20 years.
Okay.
Yes.
And there's the second question again.
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah, go on, sir.
Yes. The question that I want to ask, you say, you say about the brainwash.
Yes.
What you say is true. You are right, because from US, I go to US, or my brother is in US. She said that they have just given him a bitter leaf that they have manufactured it as a paracetamol. That is empty bitter leaf. There's nothing that they have put there, and he take it as a capsule to drink.
Yeah, it's true. I've read about that.
Okay, good. Yeah. So I don't know if you are right. What you say, we are brainwashed is true, because we neglect our herbs here, but when we see things from out there, we move money and buy. We don't really. In short, I'm very appreciate what you are doing.
Thank you.
I follow it well. Thank you. We're together.
You're welcome.
Okay. No, doctor, let me read some messages. If not, many of them will be angry that I neglected their messages and I'm only taking a call this evening. Good evening, great people of the house. I am Jalif from Kumba. Doctor, when you said Africans have been brainwashed, do you mean the Bible is a lie? If not, where does brainwash come from? I have more to ask. Thanks. Okay. Good evening to you. Nju Fidelis from Mintom. Good evening, doctor. Here in the South region, most people have the belief that the pygmies are the best native doctors because they master the forest very well. Doctor, do you agree? Okay. This one says, hello, good evening. I wish to ask Dr. Fru if traditional herbs cure viral infection like HIV. Melen is writing from Limbe. Good evening. I'm sure doctor is taking notes. He's going to answer.
Okay, let me start with the one of concerning the pygmies.
Let me just take this call.
Okay.
Hello? 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 Go on.
Yeah, you know, the question is very interesting. Yeah, that when they ask this, when the person said it's believed that the pygmies are the best doctors because they are more in the forest.
The master, yeah.
They master the forest. Yes and no. We can say they are very good in herbs. They master the herbs. But I will not say they are the best doctors. Because it's not all knowing about the medicine that matters. It's knowing human health. That is why I used to tell people that medicine is not just about knowing bitter leaf or komopo, masopo, moringa, purple leaf, roots, this and so on, mahogany. No, I can give you all those plants that I have, and maybe you go out, you'll not be able to cure people. Somebody will come that waist pain, you start giving medicine for waist pain. But if somebody comes to me and has waist pain, you'll be surprised that I will look for the cause of the way you will surprise. Maybe I start treating by the leg and the waist pain disappear. I can give you the plants, and you go, somebody's come and complain, oh, I have constant headache. You'll be there spending time treating the headache. But if the person comes to me, I may realize that the person have maybe constipation, I treat by the constipation and the headache will disappear. I may discover that the person has the typhoid, I treat the typhoid, the headache will disappear. I may discover that maybe the person is not only drinking enough water and the blood is always concentrated with toxin, and when it passes around the brain nerves and the person will have headache, you just need to go and drink enough water to dilute the blood and the headache will disappear. You see, it's all about mastering health. Knowing it to your fingertip. Knowing it. When I sit on my table, in front of my table consulting, before a patient, as a patient is opening the door, before the patient even sits, I've already done 50% consultation. Before the person say one or two things, my mind has already moved throughout the patient's entire system.
Hello?
So it's something that it is above
evening.
just knowing the herbs.
Yeah, many persons are calling and
No, it's going when they even call.
When you call, can you move away? Before,
Coming to about the pygmies, yes, they know the herbs. They are very good in herbs.
Doctor, I have received you so many times talking about this. They call it the tree of life.
Yes.
Arbre de vie, panacée d'Afrique, en biosanté, le miracle africain. Tree of life, African biohealth panacea.
Yes.
African miracle. How is it doing out there?
Wow.
How is it being appreciated?
Tree of life is already 1 month old in the market now. It's already creating waves.
Okay.
I'm having testimonies all over. Even when I move around, my collaborators or my staff, they say the testimonies people are bringing. People came and bought one. They went and used just for 1 week, came now, bought 4 packets, 5 packets, and sent to their friends, from buying and even sending abroad to their families. So Tree of Life is backing the name Tree of Life. You know, I said when we were having a chat here, the first time I talked about it, I said I've spoiled that product to bear that, to back that name Tree of Life. Where there's no life, Tree of Life will bring life. Yes, it's a super product that people consume. You don't take because you are sick. It's both for prevention and cure. Always take it to be healthy. Always take it to be healthy. Don't wait until something happens before you take it.
Somebody called me that some people that he or she never believed to come and buy this product came buying it.
You know, I told you that.
What is the magic that?
No, I said everybody will consume this product, and I pray and encouraged even doctors working in the hospital to have Tree of Life. Pastors should have Tree of Life. Prophets should have Tree of Life. Traditional doctors should have Tree of Life. Everybody should have. All the journalists should have Tree of Life. Everybody, truck pushers, they buy and sell them. Everybody should have Tree of Life. Tree of Life is a product that you feel any discomfort, you take as first aid before you start looking for your doctor. You suspect anything like poisoning, you just take it, you neutralize. Snake bite, you use. Tetanus, they say your liver, your kidneys are bad, there's no cure, you be consuming Tree of Life. You have cancers and so on. Complement it. But I'm not saying that people should go and just depend on it and abandon their doctors. No. Tree of Life has not come to stop people from seeing their doctors. It is a health panacea that you keep it as first aid at home. You start treating yourself before going to see your doctor in the case of any emergency. Then you also use it for prevention.
Hello? Yeah, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, evening, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, I am Ewane.
Yeah, go on.
So I have some question to ask to Dr. Fro.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Go on.
Thank you. Yeah. I want to know, Dr. Fro have a very good knowledge down to traditional and religion or science. I want to know if Dr. Fro have a student, because we used to immortalize their knowledge, because our citizen is going to lose to occidentalize culture. I want to know if Dr. Fro have student.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure I asked the same question last time, which has to do with the legacy or posterity. And yes.
Yeah, you know, from the name of the institution, the Garden of Eden Naturopathic Institute of West Africa. You know, this institution, the institute was created in the year 2003, the year 2003, and is legalized by the government, because people asked that question some time ago. I think it's the first ever institute that the government approved in Cameroon. The Garden of Eden, it started at the Garden of Eden Institute of Natural Medicine, then before moving to the Garden of Eden Naturopathic Institute of West Africa. Yes, so it's an institute created to train health practitioners in holistic medicine, holistic health and healing. And it was supposed to start in Bamenda. We have a very big structure that we already constructed behind Abende's compound at Nzumambu among former government delegate. You see a very big story building we constructed, but because of the crisis, the process was halted, and we are looking forward of renewing, relaunching it. We even had partners like some African American, like Mr. Michael Speller, who came. He was to handle the Department of Food Engineering, and they will have experts who apply to even teach from out of the country, holistic medicine. And we were working towards that. The African Americans spent about 6 months in Cameroon, but because of the crisis, went and couldn't come back. So, but we are working on seeing how to revive it. But notwithstanding, we have, you know, last time I said here that even if Dr. Fru, as I'm here like this, I can travel and stay out even for the next 10 years, production of all the over 250 medicinal products that we have will be going on. If you come, all our products have formula. If you go to the production unit, the chief of production has a book that he reads through to produce every medicine. Each and every medicine has its formula, be it a spiritual medicine, spiritual oils, spiritual waters. There's a formula that mixes this with this ratio to come out with this. For example, this product, Tree of Life, has over 126 plants. The formula is there. The last time I came here, I brought the formula. It was shown on the screen. It's a mathematical formula that even scientists will not understand until they come and be schooled in Geneva before they can understand. That's why I can publish anyway. So this product has extra over 126 plants. It's a product that even if I'm not there tomorrow, it will still continue even for the next 1,000 years. Everything is being put in place because we are training people. We have people who have passed through us. They are doing medicine now all over the world. Some are in Germany, some are in South Africa, some are all over, even in Cameroon. They are doing medicines. Even those who used to harvest our medicines and so on, they have been schooled. They are not moving around doing medicines.
Yeah, but this is called a panacea.
This is a panacea. It means it has no limitation in healing.
Yeah, but how do we guard against what we call fake?
Yes.
imitation of what you are now prescribing to people.
Yeah, we have a strategy. When I came up with this miraculous powder called Try Me, I know many people are watching me who have tested Try Me. They can even call or write here to testify what that medicine has done in the society to them. When I came up with this wonderful product called Try Me, the miraculous powder, in 2006, many guys started moving with liquids in cars, deceiving people. This Dr. Fruits, Try Me, and so on. I fought hard using the media and all other means to stop that piracy. So we already know how the society is, and we know how to fight to stop piracy. And the piracy, and we succeeded in stopping the pirating of Try Me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good evening. I'm Hassan Yayima from Ghana. I picked up Dr. Fru's WhatsApp number sometimes ago, but it's not on WhatsApp. I don't know which number is not on WhatsApp. Dr. Fru should be on WhatsApp. Good evening.
Maybe you should try the number that is on the screen.
Okay, try the number that's on your screen.
Yes.
Good evening. This is Joshua from Tico. Please, you should endeavor to allow Doctor to ample chance to explain what he's doing and not cutting him to take calls. Okay, I hope it happens. Okay. This one's to Doctor. I want to know what we should do as Africans in regards to religion. From Abbas Yeno Conte, writing from Sierra Leone. Good evening to all of you watching us from Sierra Leone. We have so many viewers from that country. Gambia, yes. Also, so many persons are always watching us from Gambia. I'm Alain Fuju, writing from Yaoundé. Dr. Fru says something very interesting for the African society. Stop calling, please. Today, African particularly seems to forget who they are. African tradition is as a whole, including religion, African religion, scientists, and today we need to study and valorize our tradition. I'm favor for the opening of school of tradition, such as when some person finish in certain levels, such as bachelor degree, he will be able to use the traditional knowledge to help the citizens. Okay, good evening to you. Mr. Feju, writing from Yaoundé.
Yeah, and that is very interesting because if you come on social media, I've published a lot and even stopping my family from watching films like from a lot of Nollywood films because they are destroying our African children. You know, Africans, I still repeat again, they have been brainwashed to a level that they are even stupefied. You cannot imagine people, Mr. Kum, let me land.
Yeah, but doctor, that's also part of entertainment.
Let me tell you why. Let me explain. Our children are being derailed. Our children are being derailed through most of these Nollywood films, because Nollywood films are the only films where foreign tradition, foreign religion always conquers that of African. You cannot see any film acting in America and any foreign tradition conquer American tradition. Yeah, but we have seen we have seen
the Ezemos in Nollywood films that also prevail. I know that you are talking about the fact that Christianity always overcomes this, but we have seen very powerful.
Let me land.
We have seen very powerful Ezemos in Nigerian films.
Land.
Yes, in Nollywood films. Yes.
You cannot go to China. They act films. And they allow Cameroon culture, Cameroon religion to be conquering their own religions. You cannot go to India, they act films. They allow European religions and so on to be conquering their own religions. You cannot go to Japan and you find that it's only in Africa and African film industries you find foreign religion conquering their own. That is where you find the problem.
Okay.
Only in Africa, then you can see the level in which Africans operate.
Okay. Good evening. Hello. So many people are calling.
Only in Africa.
Yeah.
Israel cannot act film, and you find religion from other side conquering that of Israel. Japan, India, and so on, China, and they're the one leading the world. We claim to be so spiritual. We just embrace the Western world. We disconnect ourselves from our family trees, from
Hello?
our ancestors, and that is why we are not blessed.
Hello?
After all our prayers, we sit down
Hello?
and buy toothpicks even from Chinese.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Thank you. Is that from the program of Dr. Fu?
Yes, your name, where you are calling from, and your question.
Okay. I'm calling from Yaoundé. I'm Mr. Yerima. Yeah, I just want to congratulate him once more for what he is doing. I believe that people like him, they are scarce in our country. So what he has brought up, I'm very happy indeed. And I believe that he should continue in that mood so that he should train young Cameroonians to be like him tomorrow. And I appreciate personally for what he is doing, because our culture is dying out. So people like him are scarce. So what he has done is something that we should appreciate him and we should support him for what he has just done. So I believe that, it will train young Cameroonians to be like him. Even tomorrow that he is not more there, we'll know that he has done something that will live to have much to talk about him like history. So that's my contribution. I'm calling from Yaoundé. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Dr. Fru, when you listen to the guys who write from within Cameroon and out of Cameroon, everybody is talking about posterity.
Yes.
Because we are jealous of our culture, who we are, and naturally, what do you expect the nation, the people to do to help you also protect, transmit to other persons what you were given by God?
Yeah, we pray that the government can support us.
Okay.
Because I've never had any support from the government. I've never had any support from any NGO. You know, at times, even when we go around doing philanthropic activities, helping people, sponsoring people in school, giving food to the less privileged and so on, people think that we are doing that because we have some organization sponsoring us.
Hello? Hello? Yeah?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
I'm Isaiah. I'm calling from Spain.
Good evening, Isaiah. Come in.
Okay, I just want to ask to doctor if body with diabetes.
Hello?
Suffering from diabetes.
Diabetes?
Yes. If you can take that medicine, and where can we find it?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. When you are suffering from diabetes, you can still take the medicine, will regenerate your system, because when you are suffering from, you have different types of diabetes. You have the one that is not common, diabetes insipidus, which is due to some failure of a hormone called ADH, antidiuretic hormone, produced by the adrenal gland of the kidney. With that one, you urinate, always urinating and feeling thirsty and urinating. But that one is called false diabetes, that is diabetes insipidus, because you lack the hormone, the antidiuretic hormone. But you have the main diabetes that exists, that which is very common, which is due to glycemia or sugar. You have diabetes mellitus. You have type 1, type 2. Type 1 is the one due to the pancreas not producing enough insulin, while type 2 is insulin resistant due to bad lifestyle that has impaired your system. Even though you are producing the insulin at the level of the cells, cannot be utilized to burn down sugar and so on to combust. So it depends on the type of diabetes, because we give our treatment depending on type of diabetes. Even though we are now producing holistic medicine for diabetes, so that even if it is at the level of the pancreas, you have over-labeled the pancreas. You know, when you have your Molinex, what you blend your food at home, when you put your finger on it, when you put your tomato or whatsoever, you pressure, you don't leave it for some time to rest. You keep pressing for long, the coil will burn. So some people, they eat bad food, they over-label their pancreas until it crashes. That is where the pancreas fails. Instead of Langerhans, those are the cells that are involved. They crash out, and then you suffer diabetes type 1. The diabetes type 2 is the one that also bad lifestyle, and then your cells are impaired, their memory impaired, they cannot produce the hormones, the enzymes, and so on, the carrier enzymes that will function to help you to burn down sugar at the level of the cells. With that one, we also have its cure, but now we are coming up with holistic medicines for diabetes. There are some cases that are also caused by negative energy, the witches, the bad witches, and so on, and then the negative radiation from your phones, electricity, your televisions, and so on. Energy. We have different types of energy, as earlier said. So we also produce a medicine in such a way if there's negative energy you are exposed to it will also suck out that negative energy, do a lot of repair in your system, bring back life. Good evening, doctor. My name is Mokom Jirune, writing from Douala. Please, I would like to know how do we detect or differentiate your product from fake or copy ones around? Oops, difficult. Yeah, when you see our products, we spend a lot to produce our products. Our products are unique in Cameroon. They can compete with products. Mr. Kum, when you look at the product, you don't even believe that it's produced in Cameroon, but it's produced in Boya. Our products are well sealed. I think I can even open it. When you see Tree of Life, this is a packet of Tree of Life. When you see Tree of Life, it's sealed. You see, I'm peeling. Wow, I remove. Then when you open Tree of Life inside the carton, you will see Tree of Life is in a bottle. This is a bottle again. This is a bottle of Tree of Life. It's also sealed. There's also another seal that you have to cut before you'll be able to open it. So it's well protected. Then inside a packet of Tree of Life, you have a booklet that in both French and English that directs you how you can use. You have the booklet in French and English that directs you how to use for so many ways. You can even sprinkle anywhere to keep it free from negative energy or what people call demon, witches, and wizards. But we call them all in natural medicine energy, because life is all about energy. When a negative energy is somewhere to cause harm, while a good energy is to do good. Okay. And all of us produce it. Once you start thinking evil about somebody, you are already producing a negative energy that the person will even see things in a dream. When you speak evil, you are sending out negative energy. But when you show love, compassion, you are sending out positive energy. So the demon... Hello? Hello? Some people, they don't want me to talk more. Hello? Than enlighten people. Yeah. Good evening. The only way when I'm explaining important thing, they call, some people just disturb. Yeah, they keep calling. Good evening. Mr. Leo, please, I want to ask doctor if Zweko shadow witchcraft can be cured. I am a neighbor from Bamenda. I don't know what that is. Good evening, Mr. Leo. I just want to ask if Dr. Fru is a born again. Shildas is writing from... Those are those brainwashed people. What does it mean born again? Yeah, but he called himself born again, but the shoes he's wearing is produced by Chinese who prey on snakes. His ring, his pants, everything on his body is produced by people who worship idols, snakes, and so on. But he will be there pretending that he cannot eat traditional medicine, that he's born again. But from head to toe, all what he's wearing is produced by Chinese, Indian, people who don't even, who are not the born again, he knows. Good evening.
Mr. Sobo calling from Yaoundé.
Yeah.
I would like to know from Dr. Fru when he will be consulting in Yaoundé and how much is the cost of that Tree of Life.
Okay, doctor.
Yeah, you just call the line of Yaoundé at the appropriate time, not at night, not early in the morning, during normal working hours. And or you call the number on your screen during normal working hours and you'll be given the contact of Yaoundé. You get more information there. For Tree of Life, I earlier gave the price here, and I can still give it so that people should not say they go somewhere and they overtax them. Tree of Life is on promotion. This one big packet, you go to Boya, the center where it's produced, is 18.5 a packet. You come to Douala, it maybe is 18.7, Yaoundé is 18.9. The further you go, some 100 or 200 is added, but it's not up to 19,000 now. Is 18.5 to 18.9. Okay. Depending on where you buy it. Okay. It's still on promotion. Hello? There are people who even wrote to me, say, doctor, this medicine is too cheap, the way it's working.
Okay. Cheap for an average Cameroonian, things are tough, doctor. How do you call?
People come to you, they'll cry that the medicine is too expensive, but by the time you look at their shoe, their watch, their phones, they can buy even one camion with that medicine.
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Good evening. Your name, where you coming from?
Sorry.
Okay. Yes. The calls are just overwhelming. Good evening. I'm Jean-Noel writing from Amanda. Everything on earth was created by God for a purpose. There is nothing wrong with herbs. God created them and gave man power over it because he knew they will be useful to man. Thank you. Good evening. Mr. Leon, special one to Dr. Fru. Actually, I really appreciate what you have been doing, Doctor. I was a little bit confused, but clarified when you said it goes to every field of profession. Thank you. Kingsley is writing from Bamenda. Good evening to you, Kingsley. Hello. Bonjour, peaceful. Yes.
Yeah, so as I was saying,
let me. Yeah, it's even difficult to.
Yeah, so that is the cause of Tree of Life. So I encourage everybody to have Tree of Life. If you are taking treatment anywhere, be in the hospital, you add Tree of Life. Tree of Life will remove resistance, whether physical resistance or spiritual resistance. It will remove it so that your treatment your doctor is offering will move. There are some people, only malaria, they will spend all their money. They will not get away because there's a barrier. There's some forces in and out that destroy the medicines. There are some people, even when they take the medicines to their homes, before 2-3 days, there are forces that destroy the medicine. There are people who have certain things in them that act as inhibitors that inhibit medicine, impair medicine from working in their systems.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening. I'm just coming to the mission. I'd like to hear what is that very packet of the tablet is working on what?
Can you call Dr. Fru after the program, please?
The number is for the Dr. Fru, or the number is for the...
Yeah, call that number during working hours. So, Tree of Life is recommended for everybody. Even people who have their student in school.
Good evening.
I'm Priska. Hello?
Yes. Yeah, go on, Priska.
Yes, I'm Priska calling from Boya.
Yeah, Priska.
Please, I wish to know if that Tree of Life, can it treat someone with hepatitis B?
Yeah, can you answer that, doctor, please?
Tree of Life is a herb panacea. It's not made for a particular disease. I say when you have any health problem, you'll be taking it while following your treatment given by your doctor. It will facilitate healing because it has been made to heal the body. It's not made to attack a particular disease. It's to heal the body because by right, the human body is endowed with a natural inherent ability to heal itself by itself. But due to our wrong lifestyles, vital energy is being sapped out of the body each day to a level that we have become vulnerable. Our blood that is supposed to be a germicide has instead become food for germ. Our blood was supposed to be at a very high energy level that you can sprinkle it even where there's bacteria, it will kill bacteria. You can sprinkle it anywhere, it will chase even demons. You can sprinkle it anywhere, it will sterilize environment. But now bacteria, germs, even demons drink the blood because the blood has lost its vitality due to our lifestyles. We inherit this impaired system from our parents, then commit our own crimes against nature, then we pay the penalty by losing vital energy, losing vigor, vim, and then the blood becomes vulnerable to things that were not supposed to live in the blood. Tree of Life has come to detox the blood, detox the lymphatic system, clean your blood, and remove bad mucus, dead mucus, energize your system, pump in nutrients, so then stimulate the dormancy of the natural inherent forces in your body. It's a fuel for your body to use to heal itself.
Good evening. I'm Chief Akama writing from Limbe, Isokolo. Please, I need to find out from Doctor through how can one get locally treated from waist pain? Can you just call doctor after the program? Good evening, doctor. I'm Odilia from Douala. Just wanted to ask if hepatitis B can be treated completely, because hospitals say it can't be treated and the patients should not take any traditional medicine. Doctor, you react to that?
I think that is the third person.
Good evening, Mr. Liu. Please, I want to ask doctor if Demzweko shadow witchcraft can be cured. Niba is writing from Bamenda. Good evening. I'm Paul from Boya. From testimonies I have gotten, it shows your medicine is very powerful, but it shows artificial medicine is less cheaper than natural ones. Why is it that your products are more expensive than tablets? Does it mean the poor are destined to die? Okay. Good evening. To you in the studio, I'm Oku Pikin, watching from Bamenda. I just want to appreciate Dr. Fru for the help he's rendering through traditional medicines. Please, I want to ask doctor if he can treat a tooth with a hole on it. Please, Mr. Kum, extend my greetings to all watching the program. So, Oku Pikin is extending greetings to all of you watching the points this evening on my Media Prime TV. Good evening, great people of the house. Okay, yes, doctor, you have one or two answers to provide to some of.
Yeah, I'll start with the teeth before we go to hepatitis. Yeah, with the teeth, when there's a hole in the teeth, we advise people to go and remove it.
Okay.
But if you go and remove it, the germ will go to the next tooth.
Okay.
By the time you discover, all your molars will go out and even all your teeth will be destroyed.
Everything.
They will always advise people.
I'm a victim. Everything here is gone.
Yeah, because it started and maybe you went and removed, the thing went to the next teeth. When you have a porous tooth, the first thing is to meet an expert who will treat and kill the germ that is inside that teeth before you go and remove. Even after removing it, we advise people to come back to us so that we give more medicine to use that we kill. We have one of the best medicine for teeth. The best, that even the jaw is swollen, you are on drip, we give it the next day, you go back home. I did a miracle one time in Bamenda. I will not mention the hospital. I passed, one lady was admitted there. They called me, it's a family friend. I passed, she was admitted on drip, the jaw was swollen. The moment I gave her a certain medicine we have, they call belly bone kind. And so she put on it. That same moment she started giving testimony. We drove to Boya, from Bamenda to Boya. The next day she told me that she was already home, that the medical doctor came and they said Dr. Fru passed in the hospital. He shouted that why did you not call him? He would have come and gotten his own medicine. So you see, but if you have a teeth that has a hole, or a tooth that has a hole, or teeth that have holes, make sure you see an expert to kill all the germ, then you go and remove. Then back you see the expert to give another medicine to kill all the germs so that you should not go to the next one. And then you stop eating sugar. It is sweet things that breed the germ that cause tooth decay or cause porous tooth and then destroy. Start with the molars. Stop eating, chewing things that have sugar, sucking things that have sugar, and so on. Those are the things that breed that bad bacteria that destroy your teeth. Then with hepatitis B, yes, it is widely known that hepatitis B has no orthodox cure. And there are some, I would say, quacks or fake doctors outside there, or those who have been sponsored to discredit traditional medicine just because they don't have cure for hepatitis B in orthodox medicine. They spread lies that hepatitis B has no natural medicine, that the patient should just go, don't eat palm oil, drink plenty of water, live a good life, don't drink alcohol, eat fruit. But they are surprised that all people who have hepatitis B, when they come to me, I even tell them to even be taking 2 spoons of palm oil morning and evening. But if you go to all the doctors that have been taught the White Man book, they tell them that they should not eat palm oil. But my people whom I'm treating, many get healed within 3 months, some 4 months, some 6 months, depending on their viral loads, and the way their body to respond to treatment. Some people can have low viral load, but their virus is stubborn because of their body, what they carry inside and outside that is controlling them. And some people may have a high viral load, but they get well faster. But most averagely, it depends on viral load before I used to send all my patients to Naturopathy. I will mention that name because it's a government hospital. They have their free advert. I used to send most of my patients to Naturopathy. That is where they do their viral load. But I discovered that it was too expensive for my patient. By then, it used to be about 200,000. But I learned that some NGOs that have subsidized now, the test now can drop to about 70,000, 80,000. But it used to be 200, 300,000 each time to do viral load. It was too expensive for my patients. And I also discovered that even when you are traveling, you want to go somewhere, they are not dependent on viral load. They're interested in the antibody test to know whether it's positive or negative. So I'm interested in treating people to become negative. So most of our patients, we give treatment within 3 months, 4 months, they become negative. In certain cases, they go to 6 months. With natural medicine, even those that the thing has already entered tertiary phase, HEPA, whenever you hear HEPA, think of liver. HEPA means liver. Hepatitis means liver inflammation. It is a virus that causes liver inflammation. Then from there to tumors and cancers. They start having bloated stomach, your color change, you start going to hospital, they're pulling out water all the time. And it has no cure. It's only natural medicine that cures.
Okay, doctor, we have to end here because we have some commercial engagements that we're supposed to take to come up at 9 o'clock. I pleaded with the guys that they should give us some time so that we could run the program. We are going to be ending here to meet up with our engagement. So we are glad you came. We cannot take any calls.
It's my pleasure.
Stop calling, please.
It's my pleasure always being here. Yes, because I know whenever I'm here, we are passing out forbidden fruits for the people to consume, so that their eyes will open and they will start seeing the nakedness. Naked means their ignorance.
Okay, we want to thank you.
And they start clothing themselves. Clothing themselves means taking good care of themselves.
Doctor, we have to respect this. We want to thank you for coming, and to you all who took time off to watch this edition of the program. We are very glad, especially for those of you who are acknowledging the great job that Doctor is doing in educating Cameroonians, Africans as a whole, and also to note that you are also watched. We have many messages from Nigeria, from Ghana, from Gambia, and other nations from out of even out of Africa.
USA,
yes, many persons.
Britain,
yes. So we want to thank you, and especially for those of you who called and have sent messages. We cannot read all of them. We thank you for always staying, patronizing all the programs on My Media Prime TV. We want to exceptionally be grateful to you, Desmond, and to you, Eli. Today is Sunday. People are resting. We are here working. Thank you, guys. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.